Hello everyone, hello Biafrans, welcome back. We are here again with another update that matters so much to us. Yes, have you heard the voice of that man that is revealing truth, just like Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is revealing truth? There are a lot of things they combine together here. They said, first of all, US said you cannot be a warrior unless you fight like Biafran army. You see, yes, that is true. I will odim pompo. We are few, but we are mighty. The same thing they said, put eye on Biafra Liberation Army movement. Put eye on them. They are advising Nigeria and Africa as a whole. Kiwe hoda iya maybe iye more. And I na onele. One touch. That's why Musa kept crying every time. That is why they don't even know what to do to stop what we are about to do. 2nd of December is the date. I got Mambenambu Unkebuoke. We will know the one which is which. Not by wearing so many uniforms and all that. We know where we are waiting for them. We don't even carry fight to the north. We don't carry fight to the west. We don't carry fight to the south. They are the ones coming to our land, trying to crush us. And in that form, God Almighty makes them to fall. Our brother, you have to do justice more and more to those news. Thank you.
Creating awareness has come and gone. Time of agitation has come and gone. Time of a flag has come and gone. We are in a government. Then inside the government, the multiple dimensions started. We begin multiple dimensional movement, which we have government in exile and the government in homeland. And from there, we have license offices all over the world where any country can come and meet and dialogue with the Biafrans. When all this thing is been happening, some people think that we are here joking. And as we are going on, it's happening now, fighting Biafra from with a multiple dimension, meaning our PM, number one, he has international law certificate. He is an international law certificate holder. He studied law. Now, he is a military, the commander-in-chief of armed forces of Biafran Liberation Army, also a human rights activist all over the world, again, under criminal investigative journalist, again, the holder of Universal Ambassador for Peace all over the world. Here now, we are fighting Nigeria. When you want to understand, if you know what is law, if you have ever faced law, if you have ever stand in front of law, or if you go close to lawyers, not charge and bail lawyers, when you go to lawyers, then you will understand how to defend. According to code number, codigo number, according to code number, which a lawyer tried to use, or which a lawyer used to free his own clients out of the hand of the prosecutor. Then another lawyer is bound to adopt the same system. That is what you see PM doing. And before we continue, please help us to hit your hand on the like button, share this message. We have a little time, at least more than 1 hour, to share with the Biafrans. And what we want to enjoy here is numbers. And Chris Biafran son, you just write this your this thing today with one kind sweet letter. Namdion, PM educates the whole world, not Biafrans. He educated the whole world on how Finland got their own independence out of Russia. Then the video you are seeing here, which we are sure that you already watched, is how Israel got their independence. Some of all these things PM said here are the things that we doubted because we somehow lay our hands on some books that reveal the secret of Israel, up to going to Uganda to establish the state of Israel in Africa, in Uganda, but it does not work. Then it doesn't work. Then Ngozi Emmanuel, I greet you for joining. Teacher Charles, I greet you for joining. Nnaji Ndubisi, I greet you for joining. Then he went as far as, since yesterday, we are in a Google, because Google is a search engine, searching to get ourselves approved. Searching to get ourselves approved. Then we go there, we begin to search everything he teach us in this place, which if we remove this one to show it, it won't work. You can also go to your own Google and put your iPod, listen to PM. You will go there and find what they call historical facts. And when you are dealing on historical facts, then you will understand the motive PM has when he came to the public and he told the whole world that he studied international law, and with his experience by having international law certificate, he will use it to give freedom to his people. Now he has given us referendum 50 million voters and counting. And the lobbies in America, all over the world, Canada, Australia, are gathering together, submitting papers. Ifeanyi Onu, thank you for joining. Masila Moore, I greet you for joining. David Obinna, I greet you. Asabis Udoka, I greet you. Then Cyprian Ugochukwu, thank you. Lolo Noma, I greet you, Lolo Noma, for joining. Now, Biafrans, let us then go there a little to PM. What he taught the Biafrans concerning how Israel got their freedom. We go there a little.
Freedom, and we are going to do everything possible for this particular freedom to be achieved. And I'm going to share with you the story of Israel, which everybody knows about Israel, but many people do not know what Israel went through. And I will start with a man called Theodor Herzl. The Theodor Herzl was, should I say, a founder of the Zionist movement. Herzl was an Austro-Hungarian Jewish. He was a journalist, a lawyer, writer, and a political activist who was the father of the modern political Zionism. Many people are only hearing Israel, Israel, but they don't know what actually transpired that led to Israel becoming an independent state. Herzl formed the Zionist organization and promoted Jewish immigration to Palestine in an effort to form a Jewish state. Today, there is a Jewish state called Israel, State of Israel. Due to his Zionist work, he is known in the Hebrew Kozel, a vision.
You know, when you go to church, they will tell you, pray for Israel, pray for Israel, pray for Israel. Every history that is recorded in Israel, they tell you when you go to Igbo land, in Biafran land, you will see the real physical acts of Israel. Everything written inside Old Testament. History of our people. And they said that Jacob fought with the angel. And the angel say, I will never let you go unless you bless me. Then somebody started this thing, and they said after that they have to name that place Israel, where after this person fought with Jacob fought with the angel. Angel say, I will change your name, and from today your name will become Israel. Questionable characters. And you see the person that started the movement of Israel. Are you understanding? All the things that is happening, that is not the area we are going. There is something they say is either Israel came from us or we came from Israel. But Mazen Namdekano says, that is another topic of another day. Let us go and see how Nigeria is panicking. Nigeria is panicking beyond measure. Panicking beyond measure. Hamilton Luma, I greet you, Hamilton, from Colombia. Estamos machacando ellos. Hamilton Luma, machacando ellos diplomatically, justicialmente. Estamos machacando ellos. Nigeria no tiene otro camino para nada. Eso es lo que debe entender. Y now we go how Nigeria is crying. Elios Uko. I draw this attention for Biafrans to know that they said there is no mequatarism on things that is happening in Nigeria. No mequatarism. Nigeria don't have option again. Then, if we continue with the message of PM here, you will see when PM says, instead of these people to be talking about the amalgamation of Nigeria that expired 2014, they are here telling you to go back to 1963 constitution. And inside this constitution, they are telling you to go back. Listen, PM, when Emeka Anyoku went to visit Tinubu and they say they need referendum, PM run very, very fast and they make it very, very open to the whole world that Emeka Anyoku is not speaking for Biafra. We have given them vote of no confidence. Emeka Anyoku is not speaking for Biafrans. You know this. We know, everybody here knows when we gave them vote of no confidence, because we know that all of them that is clamoring for restructuring was denied since the time of Ojukwu, and they go on. They are still talking about restructuring and the regional government. And let us bring something very, very close to Biafrans. We want to bring something very, very close to Biafrans so that everybody will know where we are going, what has transferred.
Which I know they couldn't meet it.
I want to bring this message naked. Naked. We are Biafrans. We don't joke. We don't come here to joke. When we come to give analysis, we will give analysis. We are onto historical track, and Nigeria is running behind. Nigeria is running behind, coming. Now, Nigeria has vindicated Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. All the lawyers in Nigeria came together and say, free this man. And what you will see in the news of Nigeria is what Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. I will be playing the two together. I will be playing the two at once. Let me try to do it like this. Okay. What you hear in this place is what you will hear from the other side. And while Nigeria is running to come up, we are using history to back everything up. PM, what is our topic? Our topic is PM studied international law, fighting Nigeria with a multiple dimension. The whole world now try to get what we are doing, everybody that is here now. The whole world, remember that ORB said that all network all international network should be focused on Biafra Liberation Army, because Biafra Liberation Army is the most strongest army in the whole world. Why America told American soldiers that warriors fight like Biafran soldiers. You can fight like Biafran soldiers until before you become a warrior. Now, why the camera is upon Biafra, which our prime minister is the light they used to go through Biafra land. PM now is using international history to educate the whole world. And why we are here now is, as Nigeria is running behind, listen to the reason they kidnapped Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, they arrested Mazen Nnamdi Kanu before, and why the whole world has turned against Nigeria and they begin to seize all their assets all over the world. We will be playing the two the same time. We'll be playing the
by Steve Oko. American veterans of Igbo descent, AVID, has told the federal government to return Nigeria to the 1960-1963 regional autonomy to save the country from implosion. This was contained in a statement issued by Dr. Sylvester Onyear and Dr. Godson Obiagwu, AVID president and secretary respectively. The U.S. military veterans who, however, commended the recent signing into law of the Southeast Development Commission, said Nigeria needed to urgently restructure to avoid imminent total collapse. The United States military
Nigeria need urgent restructuring to avoid collapse. And Nigeria has been collapsed long time ago. Listen to where Mazen Nnamdi Kanu told them this
I
thing.
speak to them, I also give my conditions, which I know they couldn't meet. It's not possible for them to meet it. And I did it deliberately, because I don't want to speak to them. They sent all Jews of Cairo to come to me. First to my parents. My father said no.
Biafrans, there is something I want us to hear from Mazen Nnamdi Kanu in this place. He said he gave them his condition, which he know that they can never meet up with. Listen to it. Here is the 555 vision, Biafran gospel, and the Bible. We preach this thing like Matthew, Luke, and John, Revelation, Genesis, Exodus, turning it upside down until everybody will get to the key of the history. Listen to it.
Which I know they couldn't meet. Is not possible. They also gave my conditions, which I know they couldn't meet. Is not possible for them to meet it. And I did it deliberately.
He did it deliberately. He did it deliberately. Okay, I just tested my mic. He did it deliberately. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu says, Okwa aga aka, ogosi ga ebe ga-ada. He did it deliberately. Listen to it here.
Which I know they couldn't meet. Is not possible for them to meet it. And I did it deliberately, because I don't want to speak to them. They sent all Jews of Cairo to come to me. First to my parents. My father said no. My mother said no. That where I stand is where they stand, in life or in death. And they came to prison. I was even from DSS dungeon.
So, what are we trying to bring to our lovely people today in the gospel of today? What we are bringing here now, you know, these people lag behind. It is now, this man is knowing that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu has given all this condition. It is now their own day is breaking. Now they know that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu has given all this opportunity for Nigeria to be one. Then let us continue from here. Please, Emma, look at Mazen Nnamdi Kanu when he made the statement and see when Nigeria is waking up. Why are we doing what we are doing now is we are onto historical curriculum. Onto historical curriculum. That is where we are now. We are curriculum everything that is happening. Now, when PM come online, he will tell you one country history to collude to what is happening, how Biafra will be free. And no international community will go against it because we have more than 50 million voters and counting. We continue guiding ourselves. We continue where they say it.
Veterans of Igbo descent believes that a return of Nigeria to 1963rd regional autonomy is the only way to mitigate Nigeria's socio-economic and security problems. The statement said, AVID, which also renewed its demand for the immediate and unconditional release of the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, said that the growing clamor for restructuring of Nigeria had vindicated Kanu, who was misunderstood by many when he was warning the country. Said that the growing clamor for restructuring of Nigeria had vindicated Kanu, who was misunderstood by many when he was warning the country.
The restructuring clamor that is Mazen Nnamdi Kanu stand for. When Mazen Nnamdi Kanu was protesting in the street of London, clamoring for one Nigeria, telling them for Nigeria to be good, they refused. And he went, they come and arrested him. He told them, restructure now. If you don't restructure, that Biafra will come. And when it will start, he will be in front. When the other person that will come will be the finisher. And we go here again. Please, let us continue. We go here.
The promises came. The vice president, anything you want. If you have a very beautiful wife, you better go and enjoy her than being in prison. Wow. Anything you want. And I said no. That what I want is a referendum to determine if you good people want to be part of the zoo or part of Nigeria or part of Biafra. Choose one. Zoo or Biafra.
Are you hearing it? We are 555 vision fighting for Biafra and delivering the message, the gospel of Biafra. The gospel of Biafra. Are you getting it? Gospel of Biafra is what we are delivering. And how do they deliver the gospel? You will go where they said it before. You will go where they say it now. You will go where it is happening. You join them together. You bring evidence to prove yourself right. Hear it in this place. He has been vindicated. That is why PM said, even if Mazen Nnamdi Kanu will come out very, very soon, that when he come out, listen to what PM says. One thing PM has done is that PM removed Biafran agitation out of personal affair, out of family affair, and he handed it up into a government thing. Biafra become a government where even he himself, being the prime minister of the Biafran 40 states that make up Biafra, cannot stop Biafra again. Not to talk of. Are you getting it? Now he said that when what is important now, let Mazen Nnamdi Kanu come out. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu come out, then everything will be playing. And here now, they vindicated. Look at it.
According to the group, Kanu's predictions about Nigeria have almost been fulfilled. It recalled that Kanu had during a meeting with Southeast governors also agreed to a return to the 1960–1963 constitution as condition to review his agitation for Biafra's restoration before his house was invaded in 2017.
Now, lovely Biafrans, that he has a meeting, if you watch our outcome here, you will see when he had this meeting with the Southeast governors, and they send Ojo Zokalo to bring sack of money. They promise him vice president of Nigeria. They promise him oil well. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu says, what he need is referendum. Now, what he need?
Or part of Biafra. Choose one, Zoo or Biafra. They said no. And Isibajo tried to make contact. When I came out, I don't know if I've told this story before actually, and Ohaneze hijacked it. I went to see Niawode in his house. We sat down, had lunch together, and I told him what my conditions were to lift the boycott in Anambra State, which they couldn't meet. And I said to Nwodo very simply, go to Abuja and tell these people that these are what our people are asking for. I said to him, go and bring us something. Abuja and tell these people that these are what our people are asking for. I said to him, go and bring us something. Not for me, for everybody. He went there and started negotiating for a ministerial position for one of the children. I'm telling you, what I'm telling you is fact. Ask him. Somebody asked him, but you people are being called to Aso Rock because of Nnamdi Kanu. Why didn't you tell him that you're going to Aso Rock? He said it is for Igbo leaders. And once the powers that be knew that he hadn't IPOB support, they just gave them 5 million naira for transport and dismissed them. Hadn't Nyawodo remained with me, when the governors called me, I told them the same thing in front of Professor Ben Wabese. They said, oh, but Nwodo, Soludo, Ebremadi is upstairs. Do I want them to come? I said, no. Government House, Enugu. The former DSS director came with his bags of money in euros, in white sacks to bribe. Ask anybody working in Government House in Enugu.
Biafrans, here is what Mazen Nnamdi Kanu told them. What you had here is, he gave them the condition, and here it when they presented it to Tinubu once again. They presented it to Tinubu once again. Why Emeka Anyoko is running up and down, and the PM told them, time for restructuring is over.
Avid, therefore, advised the presidency to, as a matter of urgency, consider the return to the 1960–1963 constitution to navigate the country out of the woods. It also urged the federal government to consider other demands made by Kanu during the meeting with Southeast leaders, arguing that those demands, if obliged, will help restore the confidence of Southeast in the country. The statement made available to Vanguard, read in part, in 2017. Shortly after the leader of the Biafra indigenous people was freed from illegal detention, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the late Professor Ben Nwabueze, Evangelist Elliot Uoko, and the Southeast governors met in Enugu State to discuss the demands of the Biafran people. On August 30, 2017, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu made these demands before the Southeast governors, who were chaired by Enga. Dave Umahi. His demands included: make Enugu a Grade 1 international airport so that our people in different parts of the world can easily fly in without having to stop over first in any part of Nigeria.
So, this was what Mazen Nnamdi Kanu proposed. Mecca, I greet you for joining. This was what he proposed to them. And if you watch the beginning of this message, he said he offered them all these things, knowing very, very well that they will never obey it because they don't know the meaning of restructuring. And he told them, time will come. Ogro is writing this in this place. Time will come when you people will be demanding for restructuring, and that time will be no more because there is nobody you can sit with to dialogue for restructuring or going to any kind of regional government. And here, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is saying it here. We are 555 Vision preaching this gospel the way they preach it inside Pentecostal churches.
I said, no, I don't want to see them. Not because I want to be the only cock crowing, no. Because of consistency.
Consistency.
Can you last? When you're tempted, are you going to succumb? Can you sustain? This very tempted, are you going to succumb? Can you sustain? When you're tempted, are you going to succumb? Can you sustain?
You know, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is having this meeting right in front of many DOS members. And he asked them, when you are tempted, can you succeed? When you are tempted, are you consistent? When you are tempted, he told you here now what they have promised him. Well, Vice President of Nigeria, and he should go to London and enjoy his wife, and they will make his life comfortable. The people who took such money to make them their life comfortable, like Ifeanyi Uba, you see his own end as it stands today. Now, what Mazen Nnamdi Kanu said here now, why Nigeria is waking up, now Biafra is now coupling the history onto our own curriculum chamber. Look at it here. You see?
He demanded that River Niger be dredged to reduce the heavy loss of importation which our people who dominate the sector painfully bear. He also demanded that Owerri Airport, which our people contributed money to build in the days of Governor Sam Mbakwe, be upgraded to a functional cargo airport.
River Niger should be graded. Warri Airport should be graded. Sam Mbakwe Airport should be graded, should be developed, that cargo airport will be coming there. That when you are coming from America, from Europe, from Canada, from Australia, you will board and they come down in Biafran land. That was what Mazen Nnamdi Kanu told them, and they rejected. Nna Nwodo went there to negotiate how he can become the leader of Igbo people. Look at it here, where Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is saying it. You know, we are recording this history very, very fast.
This very effort we're making. So they have come. And I gave them my conditions which they can never meet. Open Warri Seaport, open Iguacha Seaport, open Calabar Seaport. Make Enugu an international airport where we can fly to US and come in at will. Build Iguacha Enugu, Onitsha Enugu Express Road. Complete second Niger Bridge. Simple. Are these things difficult?
No.
They are not difficult. Open Warri Seaport.
Then, you know, when we are delivering our message, we are delivering message historically, because we are fighting Nigeria with a multiple dimension. PM is holding the certificate of the Ambassador for Peace all over the world, coupled with international law certificate, which he has, including everybody inside government in exile. All of them are doctors in different categories. Are you understanding? And the Nigerian government, now they are waking up, listening to what our leader told them, and listen to where they presented it once again in this place. We will analyze this.
People who dominate the sector painfully bare. He also demanded that Owerri Airport, which our people contributed money to build in the days of Governor Sam Mbakwe, be upgraded to a functional cargo airport. He equally demanded that Port Harcourt seaports be made to operate in full capacity so that big ships can berth in them. MNK demanded the revival of all moribund industries in the southeast and south-south to provide job opportunities for thousands of our youths and graduates from higher institutions. Following announcement of his demands to the southeast, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu reiterated that if they fail to address these problems, Biafrans will demand a referendum on their status as foreigners in Nigeria.
If they fail to reiterate this problem, building seaports, listen to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, let me not just continue. Listen to it yourself, because when you want to talk about Biafra, you know exactly what you are talking about.
Which they can never meet. Open Warri Seaport, open Iguacha Seaport, open Calabar Seaport. Make Enugu an international airport where we can fly to US and come in at will. Build Iguacha Enugu Onitsha Enugu Express Road. Complete second Niger Bridge. Simple. Are these things difficult?
No.
As I'm telling you this, go and ask them in Asarok if your friends there. They have the piece of paper I gave to them. They ran away. Because some Igbo men were busy gossiping.
Are you understanding? And here now, Arinze, thank you. Then here in this place in here now, they said that if they miss this opportunity, which our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has given to them, referendum will become the option. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu told them, and let us try to go back a little before you will hear where they say it. This is Steve Uko.
K demanded the revival of all moribund industries in the southeast and south-south to provide job opportunities for thousands of our youths and graduates from higher institutions. Following announcement of his demands to the southeast, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu reiterated that if they fail to address these problems, Biafrans will demand a referendum on their status as foreigners in Nigeria.
If they fail to accept all this condition, Biafrans have no option than to come up and start referendum as foreigners in Nigeria. Now, Biafrans, here you see exactly what is going on in Nigeria between Biafrans and Nigeria. Today, Nigeria asset is being seized all over the world. Nigeria is a shameless country which you cannot ever be proud of holding Nigerian passport to travel anywhere in the world. Now then, Biafrans now has come up under the ideology of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu with our prime minister, which we all come together and elect. Then Steve Uko, coupled with Emeka Anyoko, that is going to Tinubu to plead. Tinubu that doesn't even believe in one Nigeria. Tinubu that doesn't believe in one Nigeria. Then they went there now and say, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has been vindicated. That all his prophecies has been fulfilled. The only thing remaining in his prophecy is the declaration of Biafra. And what happened when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu told them they can never meet up with this thing, he said he is going to lead in front. Biafrans, all of you that believe in him, all of you multitude that believe in him, go and follow Simon Ekpa, who will bring a different dimension through international collaboration and coupled with a world history. Then from there, you will get your freedom. And Simon Ekpa came, he said, number one thing he want to do, he want to achieve is to make the arrest of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, to kidnap of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu useless. Both the people who sold him and those that bought him. His arrest will become useless. And when the arrest will become useless, then referendum will come. And here is where Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, where they reminded the government about what Mazen Nnamdi Kanu said. We are 555 Vision, Biafran Gospel, and the Bible. How you read the Bible you are reading today, this is how Bible was written, and the Biafra will have their own Bible, because Biafra is a religion, the true religion we know. When you go here now where PM teach about how Israel is being restored, you will see how this Israel would have been in Uganda. Then tell me, which is the real gospel? Is it not the history of you? Then we go here back.
Institutions. Following announcement of his demands to the southeast, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu reiterated that if they fail to address these problems, Biafrans will demand a referendum on their status as foreigners in Nigeria. At that point, Professor Ben Nwabueze informed him that Nigeria was better off under the 1960s-1963 constitution, a restructured Nigeria. Respecting Professor Ben Nwabueze as his father, he consented to restructuring along 1960 to 1963 constitution, up until 2 weeks later, when Nigerian government security agents broke into his home in Isiama Afaraukwu Beko, Umuahia, North Abia State of Nigeria.
Now, after Mazi Nnamdi Kanu give them this thing, Professor Ben Nwabueze, who present himself as the elder, because they changed our brain, they say, what an elderly man sees sitting, a child climb up, he will not see it. But the same Igbo adage that is preaching all these things tell you that onye njenje ka onye isi awụ amamihe. A traveler is wiser than the gray-haired man sitting in the village where there is no electricity. That is how we come now. And you see PM 1985 operating, and even Anthony Blinken, the Secretary of the United States of America, can't even stand our PM. And here is what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu told them. We continue with this gospel.
If you allow him, when he finishes fighting Nigeria, he will come here and fight us and kill all of us. That's what they said. And you know one other thing they said? They told every Igbo billionaire around the world that nobody should give me one dime. Around the world, that nobody should give me one dime. They said. And you know one other thing they said? They told every Igbo billionaire around the world that nobody should give me one dime. Ask them that if you give Nnamdi Kanu money, he will go and buy weapons. That nobody should give me anything.
Please, what does this message tell you? Today, Igbo billionaires that circulated all over the world, PM is calling them today. Come and bring your money to support your own freedom. Ohaneze Ndị Igbo told them, don't go and give PM your money, because if you give him your money, he will buy weapon to defend your own father's land. Yet these people doesn't know what the land means. What did they do? After Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has given them this information, going back to the regional government, restructuring that every place, Egbenugo can live in peace. What they do is they go there, listen to it, yo, listen to it, yo, listen to it. They listen to it, what they did. Listen to what they did.
Up until 2 weeks later, when Nigerian government security agents broke into his home in Isiama Afaraukwu Beko, Umuahia, North Abia State of Nigeria. Some of you today called him names and even called him a terrorist because you didn't know what MNK stood for.
Now, in this operation, Nigerian news, in this operation, they killed more than 200 people, including Jack the dog, but 28 people was registered. Just because he told them, Emeka Anyoku, Iwi Anyanwu, Ifeanyi Uba, all of you supposed to be clamoring for a good life of people to the Fulani masters. Stop being a puppet against your own people. What did they say? No big man, no rich man in the eastern zone, in the Igbo zone, should support Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, because if you support him, he will bring military that will defend their own land. And after all this thing is done, what did Buhari do then? Buhari then leashed his own wild dog, which he called Meyetiala. Meyetiala came under Uruga, saying that they have to take over the land, which Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, why that made Mazen Nnamdi Kanu to create Eastern Security Network. Now, you see why you must stand up to understand what is going on. And if you are supporting Biafra, there is IOU loan going on, there is a fundraising going on, there is a Biafran Liberation Army that is defending you today, knowing very, very well that all the people that made Mazen Nnamdi Kanu to back down, all of them have died. All of them have died, including Iwi Anyanwu and Ifeanyi Uba. And now is the time of PM. We are coming there. We are bringing this gospel one after another. Listen to what Mazen Nnamdi Kanu told them when they made that statement. They made that statement and he told them this. Let us open it. He told them,
that we are here by the grace of Elohim, not by any of our strength, to be honest with you. Any day we are serious, the world will know. How do you want Canada to regard the Biafra? Any day we are serious, the world will know. And to be honest with you. Any day we are serious, the world will know. How do you...
Any day we are serious. Any day we are serious, the world we know. Hey, man, a lot of people. Priscilla, thank you. Any day we are serious, the world we know. Please, is there any change since the Psalm 150? Inside was Psalm 150, which Mazen Nnamdi Kanu gave us, he said, from this time, the history will change. Those who is born to restore Biafra, you people should come up. And those chaffs that is disturbing the movement should depart. And you see the separation in this movement. Any day we are serious, the world we know. And the world is knowing it today. Let us read in comment section. How is the world getting to know what is going on? Because now we are in a government. Any day we are serious, the world we know. We have outsmarted Nigeria militarily, logistically, intellectually, diplomatically, everywhere, every corner. Every corner. That is why they are running late. Today, what are we doing? Now we are moving forward. Any day you see PM that he come out now, he will tell you history of Austria. For example, when Austria and Germany was one. He will tell you history of Belgium, how Belgium become independent of their own. Then the history of the Kenites is still coming, because this is the generational history. We are the ancient of these days. Are you getting it? Then let us go to Nigerian Zoo media.
Many lives were lost when Biafrans imprisoned in all government detention facilities across Nigeria. Some of them were shot and killed. But no account of their deaths was provided just because they were Biafrans. His parents died because they were unable to withstand the shock. In light of the fact that
these are the things that happened, many lives were lost because the people that is carrying flag following Mazen Nnamdi Kanu has never been serious. Listen to it.
Any day we are serious, the world will know. How do you want Canada to regard the Biafra referendum, or even USA? The people that the ambassador knows are the governors, or maybe Hanese. Did you people not hear that British government went to Biafra land when I was in prison? Yeah. Oh my goodness. The British High Commissioner was touring everywhere. When they wanted to kill me, went to Obi of Onitsha and asked him, what do we do to Nnamdi Kanu? That one said you can kill him if you want. They went to Atuzia to Nnamdi Kanu. That one said you can kill him if you want. Went to Obi of Onitsha and asked him, what do we do to Nnamdi Kanu? That one said you can kill him if you want. Went to Obi of Onitsha and asked him, what do we do to Nnamdi Kanu? That one said you can kill him if you want.
Obi Onitsha. They went to Obi Onitsha and they asked him, what do we do to Nnamdi Kanu? They told him that Obi Onitsha told them, you can kill him if you want.
Want. They went to Atuzia. Atuzia told them, you can never touch him. If you touch him, this person will burn. Atuzia told them, you can never touch him. If you touch him, this person will burn. How many times has the US government, if you touch him, this person will burn? How many times has the US government been to Enugu? They go to Ohaneze. I saw, I don't want to say it. They went to Ohaneze and the governor, they asked them, what do you want? Oh, leave those rascals, leave them. Miscreants. We want restructuring. What they're asking for is untenable. But the same man said if there is no restructuring, they'll join IPOB to do Biafra, isn't it? Did he? IPOB to do Biafra, isn't it? We want restructuring. What they're asking for is untenable. But the same man said if there is no restructuring, they'll join IPOB to do Biafra, isn't it? Did he complete what he said? No. Is he doing what he said he's going to do? No. And you want me to work with these people? It's not going to work. I say, and I'm attached to know him. Everything I do, I say it in the open. Not gossip. And those that spoke to Uche, I am going to Chicago to broadcast live to the whole world and tell them they're in trouble. I've told them Nayanya, every time they contributed to IPOB will be announced for the world to hear. Tell them there will be no hiding place for gossipers, even as much as I'm concerned. What they're asking for is untenable. But we want restructuring.
So, Biafrans, Vivian Keys, thank you. And this is the right time. We read more than serious, and the world knows about it now. Who say that we are not serious? You can see Biafran Liberation Army. You see that we have 50 million voters and counting. What do you need more? When we are serious, the world will know. And let's go here now.
That Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is still being held without authorization. Both the North and the South have agreed that Nigeria should be restructured. The Southeast Development Commission is something that the East is proud of. It wasn't accidental. Rather, it was the outcome of the very change agitation that the IPOB and its leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, supported. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu defends humankind in battle. Release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu now. Defends humankind in battle. Release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu now. IPOB and its leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, supported. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu defends humankind in battle.
Mazi Nnamdi Kanu defends humankind in battle. This is a letter they submitted to Tinubu by Steve Uko. And the Mazi Nnamdi Kanu says here, restructuring is obtainable. It's not possible that Nigeria will restructure. Shetima Muslim ticket says, restructuring my foot. Are you understanding? And I just want to touch the place where Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said, if we are serious, they will know. Then we will go to PM. Then thank you everybody that is joining. Francia, thank you. Thank you everybody. Please write your comment. Let us push it up. Write your comment. Let us push your comment up. If you have not hit the like button, please hit the like button. Hit the like button to send information.
Gossiping, saying if you allow him, when he finishes fighting Nigeria, he will come here and fight us and kill all of us. That's what they said. And you know one other thing they said? They told every Igbo billionaire around the world that nobody should give me one dime. Ask them that if you give Nnamdi Kanu money, he will go and buy weapons. That nobody should give me anything. I'm going to you won't believe it. That we are here by the grace of Elohim, not by any of our skin, to be honest with you. Any day we are serious, the world will know of our skin, to be honest with you. Any day we are serious, the world will know of our skin, to be honest with you. Any day we are serious, the world will know. How do you want Canada to regard the...
Any day we are serious, the world will know. And now, Ejukburu Okburu Ikiriya. Dada Zaza, thank you. Sonny, with your lovely flowers every day. Thank you. Annie, thank you. You know, Hamilton Luma, Vision. Shetima didn't say restructuring my foot. He said restructuring my foot. Yes. You know, we say it the way it is. You know, thank you. Any day we are serious, the world we know that we are serious. That is the game. Any day we are serious, the world we know that we have come. And the seriousness is what we are bringing to you now, not tomorrow, now. Martin Nze, thank you. Then let's go to seriousness. We come to seriousness. Emma, sometime if you agbara ụzọ were mgba odechi, ọ bụrụ na agbara ụzọ were mgba odechi. And this message now, how do we want to preach this gospel? We want to preach this gospel that everybody will understand that we have outsmarted Nigeria. We are no more talking about go and fight, don't fight. We are now telling them how the history on how we defeated Nigeria happened. That is what you are watching in this place. Historical backup. Historical backup on how it started. Then we are here now. We are here now. Let us enlighten it small. We enlighten it small.
Not Israel. But many people do not know what Israel went through. And I will start with a man called Theodor Herzl. The Theodor Herzl was, should I say, a founder of the Zionist movement. Herzl.
When we tell you that Biafra is a spirit, what we are doing, we hear more, you think it's a joke. Nobody would have on this earth dreamt of Mazi Simon Ekpa. Nobody would have remembered. But see how it happened. They thought it is all about Nnamdi Kanu. They removed him, and another person surfaced immediately to their surprise. And this one, their hand cannot reach where he is. That is even the problem. And he said he will bring Biafra from exile. Truly, truly, Biafra has come. As a people, we have known that Nigeria has failed, and that we have one government that we respect so much, and that is Biafra government. Well, lines should be drawn very clearly so that the whole world will affirm what we have just said, okay? And that is it. Thank you very much, our Prime Minister. God bless you and keep you. Biafrans, all men life, we are going. There one.